Hi everyone, hope you had a blessed week and welcome back to another Vespers service. Today we're going to have Alexis with the topic, Lou with the blessing box. Hope you enjoy.
Hey guys, has that ever happened to you where after you pray you feel a hint of doubt? Even though we know that we have an all-powerful God, that nothing is impossible for him, we look back at our situation and we start to get worried and we start to get afraid and we start to fall, in a manner of speaking. Well, I want to tell you guys a story that happened to me a few months back when I was still in class. So at this time, we had a big exam coming up. We had a big test, and ever since I learned about that test, I started studying. Well, I started preparing every day. But first, in the mornings, I would get up and I would pray. I would be like, God, please help me get prepared for this test. And every morning I would wake up praying to God so he could help me. And after school every day, I would stay up studying all night. And during the day, I would study with friends. And I would just get prepared every day. And then the day of the test came, and I was like, okay, I need to remember one thing. Whether I pass or fail, I still trust and praise the Lord either way. So I went into the test, and it was okay. It was pretty easy for the most part. So after the test, I felt pretty good about it. And so a week later, I wanted to see my test grade because I was like, okay, I think I passed. I'm pretty sure I passed. And so it turns out when I saw my test grade, I was surprised to see that I failed. But I didn't feel that bad. I was like in between like the high 60s. But still, I was like, what? Like, how could this happen? Like, I felt like I did pretty good. And so when I saw a Scantron or the answer sheet, I saw that I had minor mistakes. Like, I misspelled a word or I had minor mistakes that didn't make much difference. So I was like, okay, like, I guess this happened. A week passed, and so I got an email that says that we had been graded off the wrong Scantron or off the wrong answer sheet. When I saw my grade, I saw that I actually had passed. So what was I trying to get us to understand with my story? So I want to tell you with my story that if you put your part and you let God do his part, that anything is possible. Even though it feels like you might have failed, like in my story, I had gotten prepared, I had asked God to help me, and I supposedly failed, I actually passed. So with this, guys, I want to take you to Matthew 14, verses 25 to 31. So that's Matthew chapter 14, verses 25 to 31, and it says, "Shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. 'It's a ghost,' they said, and cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, 'Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid.' 'Lord, if it's you,' Peter replied, 'tell me to come to you on the water.' 'Come,' he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came toward Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and began to sink. He cried out, 'Lord, save me.' Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. 'You have little faith,' he said. 'Why did you doubt?' So notice how in this story, Peter's walking on the water, and everything is fine for a moment until he looks back and looks at the storm behind him. When he sees that, he starts to worry and everything, and he starts to drown. But as he starts to drown, he calls out to God, and God catches him. So I feel like most of us were like Peter, that when he looks back at the situation, we begin to drown. But guys, when we begin to drown, call out to the Lord, and he will reach out his hand and he will catch you. You might be suffering for a little while, but what I mean by suffering? By suffering, I mean that we're in the season of waiting. And when you're in the season of waiting, God is fixing around your situation to bless you with more than what you actually asked for. And that, guys, is what I wanted to share with you guys tonight.
Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the theme given by Alexis. Just a reminder to always thank God for your blessings that he gives you every single day and the ones throughout the week. Don't forget to write it down on a journal or whatever you feel comfortable with. Always put the date so you always get to go back and see, wow, he blessed me so much on this day and the next and throughout the whole year. So yeah, always thank him for every blessing he gives you, even the smallest ones, because he's always pouring down blessings on us.
Hope you enjoyed the topic given by Alexis and you were able to write down your blessings in your blessing box or your blessing journal. If you haven't written them down yet, make sure you do it after this video. Alright guys, well, happy Sabbath and hope to see you guys soon.